Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market view. US markets were marginally down. They started off on a weak note because of the fiscal cliff concerns, but there was a development that on Sunday the House has convened a meeting of the members, and that led to some kind of a positive sentiment that some resolution could be found over the next 2 or 3 days. European markets were shut for 2 days and they started yesterday, and they were up about 1.5 to 2.5%, mainly because some of the auctions that were held in Italy went off quite smoothly. Also the fact that in Japan we are seeing a lot of liquidity support by the Bank of Japan and the new government which has come into the power is also leading to some positive sentiment across the global markets. When we look at the Asian markets today, most of them are up. Japan is up 0.76% and the yen has actually gone down further against the dollar, and also Hang Seng market is up about 50 to 55 odd points. On the flows front, FIs were net sellers in the cash market to the tune of 131 crore, and the domestic institutions were buyers to the tune of about 131 crore. Overall, yesterday was a month-end expiry day, and the market turnover was very high, in excess of about 4 lakh crore. And for the whole month, in fact, metals and banks actually were very strong. Even some of the auto counters like Tata Motors managed to post a substantial gain for the month. At the same time, we had seen weakness in technology names and some of the other companies in the telecom and a few other sectors. So overall, the series was okay. Nothing really great in terms of movement, but yes, certain pockets, as I said, did extremely well. Friends, here are the important news and events that we are tracking today. First of all, there is going to be a listing of the Bharti Infratel IPO which concluded very recently. Remember, the shares were issued to the HNI category and the institutional category at 220 rupees per share, and to the retail investors they were issued at about 210 rupees per share. And because the two recent listings like CARE and PC Jewellers received extremely good response, the overall sentiment towards some of these IPOs has turned positive. So one can expect listing somewhere around 220, 225 odd levels, and because the retail investors were given at about 210, you can expect some selling somewhere in the range of this about 220 to about 225 levels. So this would list at a slight premium to the issue price. There are reports that the Petroleum Ministry has proposed a gradual hike in the diesel price by 1 rupee per litre, because there is a under recovery to the tune of about rupees 9.28 per litre in diesel, and since there were suggestions that the price hike should be gradual and not ad hoc like it was done last time around when there was a lot of hue and cry, but now that it's going to be gradual and systematic, definitely it is quite positive for the oil marketing companies like BPCL, HPCL, ONGC and Oil India. So some of these stocks could really go up on the back of this development. Oil India would be the next on the block for the divestment, as the road shows are underway, and this is likely to be concluded by January 15. It remains to be seen finally at what price are we really looking at this particular offer for sale. L&T has won a hydrocarbon order worth about 781 crore from ONGC. So one can go long on L&T with a stop loss of 1583 and a target of about 1663 to about 1694. And Aurobindo Pharma has received the US final approval for one of the drug called Nefcillin injections. So one can go long on Aurobindo Pharma with a stop loss of 185 and a target of about 195 to 198. And Clariant has actually sold their known core businesses like textile, chemical, paper specialties and emulsions, and they have received close to about 3020 crore by way of sale of these assets. So one can go long on Clariant Chemical with a stop loss of about 623 and a target of about 655 to 667. That's it from all of us, friends. Have a great weekend, have a great time with your family and friends, and see you on Monday morning.